In the wake of President William Ruto's first year in office as Kenya's fifth president, his administration is facing mounting pressure. For the first time in the history of Kenya, a vocal segment of Kenyans are calling for his early departure. Citing the burden of high taxes on essential goods as the primary catalyst for their discontent. This growing dissatisfaction with President William Ruto's leadership has set social media ablaze, with citizens across the country searching for answers regarding the country's precarious economical situation. The public's concern is palpable as many wonder whether Kenya's economy, seemingly teetering on the brink, can recover. Coming to the defense of President William Ruto is Zaheer, Jhanda, the member of parliament representing Nyaribari Chache. Jhanda maintains his faith in the president's ability to bring about positive change in Kenya, provided he's given more time to implement his promised policies and reforms.
Well, of course, hali si nzuri kabisa. Hali is a bit tight. But one thing I want to tell my fellow citizens is that we can't blame the government. We are aware that the president is doing all he can to ensure that the economy picks up. When we came to government and when we came to power, we inherited a dilapidated economy, an economy that had crashed completely. And I can tell you, from where I sit, if the last regime continued for another 30 to 60 days, this country will crash down. So I am aware about the cost of living. Everybody's aware. I know the people, many Kenyans are crying. But I can assure you that we are on the right trajectory. As a country, we have a lot of faith in the Kenya Kwanza administration led by His Excellency President Dr. William Samoei Ruto. And I think people just need to be a little bit patient because honestly, hata mtoto akizaliwa, you don't expect him or her aanze kutembea siku hiyo hiyo, you know. So I think we are moving to the right direction. And you can see some of the achievements that the Kenya Kwanza administration is doing. For example, you know, we are trying to stabilize the economy by, we actually discontinued the food and fuel subsidies that was costing this country 15 billion shillings every month. The president stopped that, you know. You can see what the president is doing. We have in Kenyan history since independence, the Ministry of Education has recruited at one single given recruitment 56,000 teachers at a go, you know, creating also employment for our brothers in the country, you know. So we just need to give this administration time to ensure that everything is going to work out well. Na pia nataka niwaeleze, unajua even the issue of mafuta, bei ya fuel, it is not the president, it is not the government. This is an international issue with OPEC, you know. It's not about, you know, William Ruto or the government of Kenya. No, this is a global issue, you know. So we can't blame that the president has increased or the government, the Kenya Kwanza administration has increased the prices of fuel. No, it's all over. It's globally, you know. So people just need to understand, you know, because also there are some covenants which with the IMF, you know. So there's deep. It's not about the Kenya Kwanza administration. So on the issue of the prices of fuel, it's not about the Kenya Kwanza administration. It's an international and global issue, which I'm sure, truth be told, we are going to face some little bit of hard times ahead. So Kenyans must also be prepared that with time, as the president is trying to come up with a comprehensive master plan of how to bring the cost of living down. As you can see, we have registered as a government over 5 million farmers. We've brought the cost of, we are trying to bring the cost of living down. We have, the president has actually brought down the price of fertilizer from 7,500 to 2,500. You know, so there are many issues that we are trying to do. Look at the Hustler Fund. You know, in 2 months after we came over to power, Kenyans borrowed 37 billion shillings. 37 billion shillings. And as we speak today, 18 million people, Kenyans, have borrowed and they have returned. And 7 million Kenyans actually have savings in the Hustler Fund. So we need to give this government time. And I want to ask and plead with my country, men and women, please give this government time and everything is going to work out in due course.
My name is William.
Yes, William.
So, we've seen when the president was doing his campaign, there was one time he was commissioning a road. He said that he knows that these taxes are, we are waking up every day. What wakiongezea tax every day.
Yeah, it's true. Yes, yes,
he
yes.
Said that.
Yes, he did. Yes.
But now we are seeing, like yesterday or the other day, IFRA raised the taxes of fuel.
My brother, I have just told you, this is not the issue. It's not about the Kenya Kwanza administration or the president. No, it is a global issue with OPEC. It's not about Kenya. It's all over the world. Prices have gone up. So it's not about Kenya. So we cannot blame the president and say that, oh, you know, the president. No. It's a global issue, period.
But I think he said again that he knows the cartels that are raising fuel every now and then. He said that.
At that time, when he was the deputy president.
Yes.
Yes. And that is why when he took, you see, at that time, the president, His Excellency, the president, then was the deputy president, he did not have the instruments of power. So he couldn't do much to fight the cartels because the cartels, the cartels were coming from the previous regime. Now the president has the instrument of power. And that is why we are doing all we can as government to ensure that we stabilize the economy. So on the issue of fuel you're talking about, yes, it is true. He spoke about it. And yes, I can assure you and confirm to this country that yes, the president is doing all he can to ensure that the stability of the fuel with time will go down.
Mheshimiwa, there's a feeling in our go around the country that maybe His Excellency the President overpromised na sasa anadeliver because hakuwa na clue about running government.
My friend, let me tell you something. You cannot say that the president has no clue. This is a man that I personally and many Kenyans believe in. And that is the reason why we voted for William Samoei Ruto, His Excellency, our president. Why? Because we have faith in him. Because the country has faith in him. We came in from an electioneering period. Kenyans spoke. They voted for him. They didn't vote for a fool. They voted for someone they believed in, someone who believes in the rule of law, and someone who actually is going to change the lives of the 50 million plus Kenyans. So you cannot say that he overpromised. No. The president has been a member of parliament. He's been a cabinet minister for agriculture, for higher education. He's been a deputy president for 10 years. Now he's a president. My friend, he's someone who has experience. So let us give the president time, and I'm sure he is going to deliver.
Kwa imani tu labda maybe how long? Unajua Wakenya wanajiuliza how long? Ama ni kaende.
Sio kaende. We are going to we cannot predict. You know, it's like the weather, you cannot predict how it's going to be. But I just want to say one thing on that point. Let us just be patient. This is a new government. We have just come to office 1 year. We are in government. It is only 1 year. We still have time. So please give us time. Give this administration time. I assure you now, hakikishia kwamba zile programs ambazo Rais William Ruto amepangia taifa hili, it is going to be amazing. So let me give you an example. Today as we speak, all the 47 counties katika taifa hili letu la Kenya, all the 47 counties, they've been paid money. No single county hata moja ambaye wanadai serikali. In the last regime, you had governors wanasema they are going on strike. Wanafunga ma county governments. Sijui nini. Today, all the county governments have been paid billions of shillings. Nobody has a question. Number two, some of us like myself, all members of parliament, all of us, we have received our CDF. Myself, I have received about 157 million shillings. So we are okay. So those funds we are going to utilize and ensure that mashinani watu wanapata maendeleo. So please tupatie muda kidogo, msitukimbize pia sana, propaganda mingi kwa mtandao, sijui nini rais, hapana. To relax kidogo please.
However, not all is well with President William Ruto's government. Some of the cabinet secretaries he appointed to critical positions have faced criticism for their perceived inability to address the concerns of the citizens of Kenya. President William Ruto himself has acknowledged that some of the cabinet secretaries appear ill-equipped for their roles. This acknowledgement has raised questions about the administration's effectiveness and its ability to fulfill its promises to the Kenyan people.
And I find that many of you, the people I speak to, don't even know what is going on in your ministries or departments. You have very scanty information. The moment I know more than you in your ministry, then you must begin to understand that something is very wrong.
As the nation grapples with these challenges, a pressing question looms. Is there hope for Kenya under President William Ruto's leadership? Leave your thoughts on our comment section. That is it for now. Thanks for watching. Let's meet next time. Bye-bye.